Hi, I'm Dr. Rahi Victory, a reproductive endocrinology and infertility specialist, and today you are going to learn about the 4 ways to improve men's sperm. So when we talk to patients about success in fertility, there's always 2 components. Obviously, there's the sperm and then there are the eggs. So today we're going to chat with you about the sperm, which often gets overlooked because we focus a lot on the women and the guys don't get enough attention paid to them in terms of being partly responsible for how everything turns out. So let's focus on what we can do to improve your sperm without having to resort to really expensive treatments or fancy therapies. So number 1, stop drinking, stop smoking, and stop using any kind of drugs, especially marijuana. All of those substances have very negative impacts on sperm quality. You can reduce testosterone levels, sperm motility, sperm number, and the normalcy or morphology of the sperm. Patients that consumed significant amounts of alcohol had an 83% decrease in the number of normal sperm that they had. Huge decrease in your chances of producing normal sperm, and you need those normal sperm if you want to have a successful outcome. If you're smoking or using marijuana, your risks of miscarriage are drastically increased because those activities can very significantly impact the sperm DNA fragmentation, and that can make a very big difference in terms of whether or not you succeed in getting pregnant, but also whether or not you succeed in staying pregnant after you've achieved the pregnancy. So those 3 things, smoking, drinking, and drug use, are immense and very important to limiting or reducing or minimizing, and best would be eliminating altogether to be successful in terms of improving your sperm quality. Number 2, take vitamins. Studies show that men in North America and the Western developed countries in general are very severely vitamin depleted. It is important to get your vitamin levels up because sperm react to the amount of oxidative damage which is caused, and those are caused by little bits of oxygen that have 1 electron pulled off, and they run around doing an enormous amount of damage. In order to take care of that oxidative damage, what do you need to do? You need something that kind of shuts it down, and those are basically vitamins. So taking fertility vitamins for men is a really important part of how to improve the sperm. Tell us what vitamins you've used in the comments section below in an attempt to improve your sperm or your partner's sperm, and let us know if it worked out for you. The 3rd thing that you need to do is increase the frequency of ejaculation. So most couples are only having sex sometimes once a week, sometimes less, and oftentimes maximum 2 times a week. But studies show that the more that you ejaculate, the better the quality of the sperm. Now, you don't want to be doing it 15 times a day because everybody's going to get tired of that eventually. But if you can ejaculate every day or every other day, you will help to optimize your sperm quality. The other part that's important about that is that the semen and the ejaculate are now known to help prime the uterine lining to be receptive for an embryo. So it's not just about ejaculating, it's actually about having intravaginal intercourse and ejaculating inside the vagina so the semen can get inside and do as much as it can to be beneficial in terms of helping with an embryo to implant. Lastly, and this one is kind of a turnoff for a lot of guys, you want to keep your sperm cold. So it's important to get the sperm to be as cold as possible because cold sperm and cold testicles tend to work better than hot testicles do. So obviously you don't want to chill the sperm after it's come out, but you do want to keep your testicles cool. This is the reason that sperm whales live in very cold climates and cold water, because they can produce enormous amounts of sperm volume, and the importance of sperm volume in men and sperm quality is obviously just as important. So keeping the testicles cold is very critical. So there's a couple of different ways to do that. Number 1, cheap and effective, buy some frozen peas, sit on them for 20 minutes a day in your underwear. And please, for God's sakes, don't feed them to anyone. Number 2, avoid hot things like hot showers, hot baths, and hot tubs or jacuzzis. Not good for you if you're trying to conceive. And finally, try and keep the testicles loose. Don't wear anything super tight. Funny enough, years ago, a company in Sweden started to develop male contraception by making underwear that was so tight it actually prevented you from producing sperm. So those are your 4 top things that you can do to improve your sperm quality. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't use drugs. Make sure that you are taking fertility vitamins to improve every day or every other day, preferably inside your partner if she's female. And lastly, make sure that you are avoiding heat and keeping the testicles as cool as possible. Make sure you click that subscribe button down below. We'll look forward to seeing you again on our next top fertility issues.